Hey everyone, this is Survivor Series 2003. Back again today. Just like to give a quick shout out to those of you who have watched my DVD update video. You probably know who you are. I know one of my big friends on YouTube has watched it, MultiJacko971, and he is the reason today why I'm doing a video, because he has requested me to do a DVD review, and he has asked me to specifically review Survivor Series 2008. And on the front there you have a picture of John Cena holding up the World Heavyweight Championship. Let's quickly show you the back. They have various pictures there of various superstars, including John Cena, Chris Jericho, Edge, Vladimir Kozlov, Triple H, The Undertaker and The Big Show. They have a lot of information about the DVD, and here's a complete listing of all the matches that you're going to see at this Survivor Series pay-per-view event. Let's open up, no insert, basically just the Survivor Series 2008 disc itself, very nicely designed. A duplicate of the back. You can see that them pictures there are exactly the same. Okay, so let's get down to the DVD review from MultiJacko971, my good friend, and I'll tell you what I thought of this Survivor Series pay-per-view. So let's get started. John Cena makes a dramatic return to the ring by challenging Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H must deal with two challengers, the menacing Vladimir Kozlov and the returning Edge. The Undertaker and the Big Show attempt to bury each other's career in a casket match. Teams of 5, captained by Shawn Michaels, JBL, Batista, Randy Orton, Michelle McCall, and Beth Phoenix, fight to survive in 3 traditional Survivor Series elimination matches. The superstars of Raw, SmackDown, and ECW are spoiling for a fight at Survivor Series 2008. So that was just a little information about the DVD, what you expect from this pay-per-view. So let's go through all the matches, and the first match of the night was indeed a traditional Survivor Series elimination match. This was one of 3. So the first one involved Shawn Michaels, Rey Mysterio, the Great Khali, and Crime Time, that's JTG and Shad, versus JBL, Kane, MVP, The Miz, and John Morrison. The first elimination was JTG, who got eliminated by MVP with a slight kick to the side of the head. MVP then was eliminated by the Great Khali with a slight chop to the top of the head. Then Rey Mysterio was to eliminate Kane, and the way this happened was Rey Mysterio actually climbed onto the top of the Great Khali's shoulders and then did a huge splash off the top of the Great Khali. We then had The Miz eliminating Shad with the Miz check. That's one of The Miz's older moves. I don't think he uses it anymore today, but that's what it's called. The Miz was then limited by Rey Mysterio with a 619. JBL, the team captain, got himself counted out because he was battling out outside the ring with Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels made it back in time, but JBL didn't. And then, just as John Morrison was about to sweep to music Shawn Michaels ducked. Shawn Michaels gave John Morrison the sweet chin music, and of course that led to John Morrison being eliminated, and that led to the sole survivors being Shawn Michaels, Rey Mysterio, and the Great Khali. A great Survivor Series elimination match. Great match to start the show off. A 4 out of 5 for me. We then had a backstage interview segment with the gorgeous Eve Torres interviewing the WWE Champion Triple H, talking about the situation involving Jeff Hardy. For those of you who didn't actually watch this pay-per-view or didn't know about this story, Jeff Hardy was brutally attacked in his hotel room before the show. He was actually sent to hospital, and then he got himself discharged, which means he basically let himself go. And he was taken out of the match for the WWE Championship. Bland will explain to you more about the match involving the WWE Championship in a moment. We then had the second Survivor Series elimination match of the night. This time it was the SmackDown Divas versus the Raw Divas. The Raw Divas included Beth Phoenix, Mickie James, Kelly Kelly, Candice Michelle and Jillian Hall versus the SmackDown Divas, which consisted of Michelle McCool, Maria, Maurice, Natalia and Victoria. 10 gorgeous divas, which includes Maria, which is my #1 favourite diva. I can't really remember how each diva got eliminated, but I'm going to say this divas match was very good. It was pretty much fast-paced divas action, really. The ending was pretty cool, and as you know, you hear this kind of superstars being a face and a heel. Well, the last two divas to survive this Survivor Series elimination match was the Raw Diva Beth Phoenix and the SmackDown Diva Maurice. These two were both at the time heel divas. Obviously, Beth Phoenix is now a face, and I think Maurice is still a heel of a diva. But the finish to this Survivor Series elimination match was pretty cool. Maurice doing this like huge back kick, this huge kick, which was done to the back of Beth Phoenix's head. I thought that was pretty cool to see. Then obviously Beth Phoenix would get up and deliver the glam slam to Maurice to pick up the victory for the Raw Divas. So that was a pretty good Divas match. I'll give it a 3 out of 5, but it was still a very good Divas match, and I wish really Divas matches today were just like this, because Divas matches today, to be quite honest with you, sucks. They are not very good matches, and you know, I don't think we're going to see that many good Diva matches this year. But hey, we're not going to talk about it now. On to the next match. It was a casket match between The Undertaker and The Big Show. This was an alright casket match. Not the best one for me. My favourite casket match, to be honest with you, was the one that The Undertaker had with Heidenreich at the Royal Rumble 2005. But this one was kind of a fun casket match, really. The Undertaker doing this huge leg drop to the Big Show through the Easter Ring. I thought that was pretty awesome to see The Undertaker do something like that. That was cool. You had the Big Show showing how scared he was of a casket. You know, he had to touch it. You know, he touched it and then like kind of freaked out, which led him to basically tipping this casket over and walking away from The Undertaker and saying, "I don't want to do this match, forget it." The Undertaker sat up, and basically these huge flames come from underneath the ramp. A second casket was brought out. The Undertaker and Big Show battled it out at the top of the staging area, and basically The Undertaker threw the Big Show into the casket for the win. The match itself gets a 3 out of 5 for me, and overall I thought it was a good, decent casket match. It was good to see The Undertaker pick up a victory over the Big Show, and of course this was the final match of the Undertaker-Big Show rivalry of 2008. We then move on to 2 backstage segments. One included Matt Hardy getting interviewed by Todd Grisham about the situation involving his brother Jeff Hardy, and of course we had a bit of a fist fight, or an attempt of a fist fight, between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, because they were kind of disagreeing with one another. And we then had the best Survivor Series elimination match of the night, or should I say the traditional Survivor Series elimination match of the night. It was Batista, CM Punk, Kofi Kingston, R-Truth and Matt Hardy versus Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, William Regal, Shelton Benjamin and Mark Henry. This was my second favourite best match of the night. I loved this match. The eliminations go as follows. William Regal got eliminated first in a matter of seconds by CM Punk, who delivered the GTS. Who was next? It was, I believe, R-Truth got eliminated by Shelton Benjamin. Kofi Kingston was then eliminated by Randy Orton with the DDT in between the ropes. Then Matt Hardy was eliminated by Mark Henry with the World's Strongest Slam. And then Batista was in a situation where he was on his own. He speared Mark Henry. He then delivered the Batista bomb to Shelton Benjamin. And then Batista did do the Batista bomb on Cody Rhodes, noticing though that Batista didn't notice that actually Randy Orton tagged Cody Rhodes, and of course Randy Orton came behind Batista with a fierce look on his face, or basically an angry face. As you can see, yeah, the angry expression on Randy Orton's face, as you can put it, really. And he RKO'd him onto the RKO'd Batista for the win. But this, in my opinion, was one of the best traditional Survivor Series elimination matches I've ever seen. One of my favourites. 4 out of 5. Great match. Next match was the disappointing match of the whole event. It was a triple threat match for the WWE Championship, though at the start it was just a regular one-on-one match between Triple H and Vladimir Kozlov. These two put on the most boring match in WWE history. For a big championship, this match was totally boring, to be honest. Totally boring. Even the fans chanted the word boring. I have to agree with them. It was not a very good one-on-one match for the first time that Triple H and Kozlov actually locked horns. But the ending to this match was pretty cool. The first half of the match, thumbs down. The ending to this match, thumbs up. Edge returned, shocking return. We didn't know Edge was actually going to make his return, but he came back. He speared Triple H. Jeff Hardy came down the ramp, attacked Edge, came in with a steel chair, whacked Kozlov, then was about to whack Edge. Edge ducked, whacked Triple H instead. Edge speared Jeff Hardy. Then Edge obviously capitalised by pinning Triple H to become the new WWE Champion. So that was pretty cool. Like I said, the first half of the match, thumbs down. The last half of the match, thumbs up. So I'm going to give this match, unfortunately, a 2 out of 5, really, to be honest. But, like I said, a really disappointing match between Triple H and Vladimir Kozlov. Now we move on to my match of the night. My match favourite. Chris Jericho defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the returning John Cena. This was obviously John Cena's comeback match. He was injured at the SummerSlam pay-per-view by Batista when he got caught up in a Batista bomb in mid-air, and unfortunately Cena suffered a serious neck injury which sidelined him out for a couple of months. But he was named the challenger for Chris Jericho's World Heavyweight Championship. What a match it was. Chris Jericho, for me, dominated Cena, as you could perhaps imagine. Chris Jericho, a very, very good superstar, and it was a shame that he lost the championship, really, because Jericho did prove why he is the World Heavyweight Champion. Chris Jericho in 2008, Chris Jericho had a very good year. In my opinion, he had a very great year. But this match was definitely one of the best matches of the year. John Cena giving Chris Jericho the opportunity just for the second time to pick up the victory and to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. Great match. 5-star match for me. Match of the night. I mean, even if you are a Cena hater, it's still a good match because Cena doesn't really dominate this match. To be honest, it's more of Jericho dominating the match and Cena picking up the pieces. But what a great match it was. And to see Cena pick up victory in his hometown of Boston, Massachusetts. So, very good win for Cena. 5-star match. One of the best matches of the year. So, MultiJacko971. I hope you've enjoyed my review on Survivor Series 2008. If you're going to get this, then I recommend you do, because you're not going to be disappointed, except for the triple threat match. The rest of the pay-per-view was absolutely spot on, to be fair. You can pick it up on Amazon. If you go on Amazon right now, you can pick it up brand new and sealed for about £2.60, something like that. So, that's a real bargain, really. But guys, other than MultiJacko971, if you really want to get this pay-per-view, then get it. I totally recommend it. So thanks for watching, and I hope to be doing another new DVD update video and DVD review anytime within the next few weeks. Thank you guys.